Welcome back to PBIC 2018, and we have the final match ready for you guys, and finally you'll get to see AoeXe on the main stage.
Yeah, we had to, save them for last. I suppose they finally do get to come up here. They have had a very dominant record so far, winning both of their series. Now looking to close things out with a first place finish as they get ready to advance into that semifinal knockout stage. And if they can do that, they will avoid playing against RRQ Endeavors. So very heavily important match here. You don't want to be in second place.
Yeah, because last year's finals were between those two.
Yep.
And it was a 2-0, of course, for RRQ. AoeXe would love to actually take their revenge in the finals. I think that's the best setup if only they can actually take this match with a dominating score. It's possible, but they are up against the strongest team in their own group, which is Signature.PB.
Yeah, I mean, this is not going to be an easy task for either squad. We would expect Juventus in the last match maybe faltering a little bit more than we might have anticipated versus RRQ, but RRQ are just that good. There's a reason why they are the dominating champion, the reigning champion here from 2017. So a strong performance from them to guarantee that first seed out of Group A, but now it all comes down to this. Signature.PB versus Art of Execution. I don't really know which way to cut it. Unfortunately, you and I haven't really seen Art of Execution on the day. We can just go by their record, which does look incredibly dominant. But going up against a team like Signature.PB, who put on an absolute clinic in their last match here on the main stage, it could actually prove to be pretty challenging for the Russians.
Well, we will see what happens. It is our final match of day number 1. And you get to see the teams and all the names and the players on our screen very soon, because Art of Execution, they were able to take down T-Rush SKR 10-0, which is exactly same as what Signature.PB was able to do in that match 4 against T-Rush. So this kind of shows how strong both teams are.
Yeah, both of them were very dominant versus T-Rush. Signature.PB as well, incredibly dominant versus Pantualon Esports. Whereas Art of Execution kind of faltered in that match on the secondary stage. It was a 5-4 first round win, or first half win for Art of Execution. So some cleaner play coming out of Signature.PB could give them the edge here as they come into this final utterly important match.
That's definitely one of the things that can be truly said about them. But Art of Execution, even though it's their first match on the main stage, their 2 matches, first one, of course, I mentioned before, 10-0 against T-Rush, and 10-5 against Pantualon Esports. That shows a lot. So being comparison, which is 10-2 for Signature.PB, we'll have to see what gives up on that, because we're going to be having Midtown as well for the first time in that this main stage. We'll get to see Art of Execution. They're runner-up of last year and 2 years before, but the champions from 14 and 15.
Have gotten a lot of experience behind this organization, behind these players. More than half of the tournaments that Russia has been represented by in the history of Point Blank Esports. It has been Art of Execution there, putting their foot forward. You can see both of these squads coming into the tournament having positive KBAs. This could be extremely tight-knit between these two squads.
And just looking at their favorite weapon of A3, which is one of the best guns that could be used in Midtown. Lots of mid to long range shots, which is not as much. When they do need the speed, you can have that as well, but when they have the rifles, assault rifles like that, you can keep the damage in the long range. So keeping that gun as your favorite, it seems like they have a very clear favorite map of the choice here, going against Signature.PB.
Well, extremely close on the day so far for both of these squads. The difference of 1 map loss is all that separates them. Art of Execution dropping 1 additional here. So very, very closely matched, we would expect, and this seems like the perfect way to finish off the day. The players getting ready to jump into Midtown to close us out.
We go to Midtown. It's A-side going all the way through that alley. Takes some time. Fighting between the stairs, that's going to be the hard one. B-side, even if you have it, you can actually see the B-side through the main cafe. That will be the main thing that we're going to have a lot. You can actually snipe a lot of the targets in that site. So actually we see a lot of defense away from the actual site of the lower ground. Let's see AoeXe just getting that energy together before we go up into the match.
Nice little pep talk here as we get ready to jump in and finalize the players getting ready. Make sure that they are ready in any way, shape, and form, any means possible to get set up. Seems like Signature.PB a lot calmer, cooler, and collected here as they just make sure that those hands are warm. So Russians getting jazzed up now, going to be taking their seats as they fully get ready to jump in for the final match of the day. This is going to be deciding first place, second place for Group B. Who is going to be going up against RRQ Endeavor? Who is going to be going up against Juventus? It all comes down to this final round here on Midtown. So let's go ahead and kick it off as we jump into game Signature.PB versus Art of Execution.
Here we go with match number 6 of day 1. It's going to be
taking a shot already. Freed gonna be finding one. Hutchu getting sniped out. Fantastic way to kick things off here for Art of Execution.
Of course, in red side, and Signature.PB in blue, trying to defend against it. But when you have one down, if you lose the main cafe, you are just stunned for that round. So trying to not lose that spot. Was like trying to defend onto the A storage side a little bit. It's going to take some time. To break straight into this route, it's going to be tough. You need the help from the main cafe storage to actually break through, stay together.
Tossing out those names. AoeXe right now just going to be maintaining control over this doorway, hovering on that high ground.
Just looking all the way back.
Oh, Yadakan finds that nade on the Madra.
Perfect hit.
But our male actually able to go ahead and answer one back. So still an advantage over to Art of Execution. Nade still coming through. Can he do it again? Like will not be finding a pick this time. And oh man, they just start walking into the Caspian's trap, but he'll get one. Yadakan is able to go ahead and answer back.
At least Yadakan was about to go down as well, but nice pickup kill, nice reflexes away from that Puma Caramel. Getting one more, just sitting at that encounter, blocking all the shots, but gets headshot.
Yep. Raiden finds one. Freed now, starting to push forward, and Aggressive has the HP advantage. Hasn't taken any damage yet. 27 here.
But he has a sniper, so one shot is all he needs. Which way is he going to go? Going towards the cafe, which is actually a really hard one.
Seems like he doesn't have that much of an idea of where Aggressive is at.
Yeah, I don't think he saw him.
He did not spot him. Aggressive playing perfectly behind the door. He's going to start poking out, and there you go. The final shots coming through, and despite a fantastic start, two initial picks coming through for the Russian squad. It will, in fact, be Signature.PB of Thailand coming up with that first round win.
It was exactly like that, and Caramel was picking one down at that moment, making the numbers kind of even to 3 to 4 at when it was 3 to 5. So that helped a lot for Signature.PB, securing the first game.
A really good restraint being showed by Signature, able to slow things down. Oh, that shot from Freed barely missing. It's another one of our majorly highlighted players coming into this tournament. Delivered a first blood for us in the first round, but this time barely misses out.
Yeah, we don't really get to catch all the action. That's what this player was able to do. But here from the second stage, he was able to take so many kills. Oh, let's see what he has in this main stage with that T2 sniping gun.
Right now, still just going to be hovering back, playing over towards the spawn. They haven't really found any way to inch their way forward. They've poked out with a couple smoke grenades, but they haven't really been able to push behind those to find any angles to get a pick yet. Freed still just looking for a snipe. It seems like Art of Execution going to be a bit reliant on him to open things up for them, but it's actually Hutchu comes up with a headshot of his own, finding some vengeance for that first blood in the first round. Now going to be looking for a little bit more, but doesn't quite have the angle here. Caramel looks to snipe out AoeXe.
Amazing shot with all the grenades, checking all the baits. The knife with the faster movement speed, they're going to try to expand and go towards that A side a little bit further because B side a little hard. Caspian catching a lot, and Modra actually getting 2 kills from the side. So they didn't really spot them going from the second floor there. Main cafe, is that what they wanted? They didn't really spot him too well.
Yeah, all hell breaking loose right there at the end. A very swift cleanup after a very slow start. Signature PB now going to be leading 2-0 here in the first half. Art of Execution need to turn this ship around.
Yeah, look at that. Just the square right at the center of the map. Main cafe actually covers A side and B side a lot of the range. So having that away from Signature PB is actually really hard. That's why their AoeXe is just staying all the way behind near the respawn.
Gonna get the tag, or get the kill rather, but does get a tag there onto Maudra. Takes him down to about half HP, but it's not without its own consequence. Raiden's just gonna be sitting at 68 health himself.
Going into the B storage, that could be one other thing. If Freed actually wants to push out in that way. Aggressive, maybe trying to look for some lucky shots with that wall shot. Not going to land too many.
Freed again, just gonna be pushing forward here just past the spawn.
Yeah, towards the cafe because they know at least one of them is in there, but it's a pretty big spot and you don't exactly know which angle. Trying to go from left to right.
He's getting about as clean of a view into that side as he possibly can get, but still unable to spot anybody out. In the meantime, rain's starting to rain down here. Dragon getting tagged up now, down to 30 HP, has to push forward. Rain does open things up with one there onto Caspian, but Hutchu gets rid of Yanaga, and that's like that. The kills start coming through, and the round is going to be over. 3-0 thus far.
Success.
Signature PB looking fantastic with this defense.
AoeXe had the right move, actually moving out to the alleyway all the way into the B storage in front of that, but getting one really good fast back up from main cafe coming down from Signature PB, and they couldn't really break through that point.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Hutchu finds the first three! 1, 2, 3, one after the other, just rips them all to pieces. Now it's just Freed and Raiden left alive, but as I say that, Raiden will go down. Freed finally manages to get rid of the man on a rampage. Hutchu eliminated, but he's the only one gone. For Signature PB, we're now in a 1v4 situation. Freed has just been playing around this same square the entire time. I don't know if he's going to be able to push out of here.
This is literally the spot of all the snipers when they're pushed out this far. Well, Signature PB, they know exactly where he is, and he saw the grenade coming as well, but they're not really going to push for it. They don't really want to risk anything because that spot is actually really good for snipers.
Yeah, can just go ahead, let that clock drain down. They know there's only 2 minutes left on the clock, and eventually Freed is going to have to make a move to try to get something on the board here to have that miracle clutch play. It would be an ace if you could pull it off.
Yeah, you don't want to go into the long-range shots when you're going against the snipers, when you got all the rifles. Just stay in, put short range. When he misses a shot, then you take all the shots into the body. Freedy, I don't think he's spotted yet.
No, I don't believe so. The nade going off to the left-hand side. Freed just trying to find an angle. Aggressive, just going to be hopping around. I'm not sure if he has spotted him in, but
now I think he is.
He started crouching around, goes in for the push, and Aggressive finds the headshot, instant reaction.
Mission success.
Trying to bait out a couple shots there, but doesn't need it in the end. Just gets that insta-gib. And now it's 4-0. Signature PB. Look at it go 5-0 in the first half, and nearly just force out a victory straight up here.
They still need one more round. It's Art of Execution. They can still turn this around, and 3D just almost goes down, but he's a sniper, so he can just stay back and try to work his way out.
But you have to remember here, G-Clef, even if this ends up going to a draw, it is still going to be Signature PB with the first place seed moving forward. They have that one less map loss that would push them forward into first place.
We'll have to see
So Art of Execution, they need to get some wins on the board right here, right now.
Well, without the sniper, they had a lot less angles to actually pull through. Freed was actually supposed to move out and go through a few more. I think that's exactly it. And you can't really do that anymore. And breaking into this main cafe has been the biggest problem for them. Never was successful. They have one big push, that's possible, but if you go in, there are angles from both sides at the same time, so it's a lot riskier than going into the other side.
Oh, push around the side, and has to find one, but it's an answer back on two. As we're now going to be down to a 3v3. Health bars, though, waning on the side of Art of Execution. Really spotting out Maudra there. quite find him, but does manage to get Hutchu there in the end. Now Caspian pushing forward, pistol out, but low health. Raiden trying to cut his way back.
Raiden taking shots, and he's about to just hold in tight and get some more time because it is a 3v2, and you can get the time to actually plan onto the other side.
Yeah, 3v2, everybody going to be weak, so the rotation coming around. He'll be wrapping around the side. Plant coming down, Fried gets the bomb planted.
Towards the
And
edge.
right there on the corner finds Caspian. Now it's all on Madra. If they want the 5-0, he's going to have to clutch it out. 7 HP remaining there on Fried. He's had that since the beginning of the round. Pushing around the corner, the pistol shot's not going to be connecting. Spraying away, manages to find one, but he will get cut down in the end. So the first round put on the board here right at the final hour for Art of Execution.
Finally, they bring it back with this single round 4. That's a good number. You need one more, but you can be stuck there forever. That's totally possible. Does happen from time to time. Signature.PB, they need to close this one out. Art of Execution, they got a good start. Finally on the 5th game. So they need maximum numbers of Sage games here. 3D going a little more aggressive as he has the smoke. A lot more angles to work from.
Almost got sniped out there, actually blind through the smoke, but fortunately for Caramel, was not able to get that connection. But slow start here. It's really the one smoke going to be tossed out as we nearly drain a minute off the clock. Art of Execution start pushing forward. Advancing through that back alley. Nade's now coming out. Looking for some tags, and Fried will get taken down. Hutchu finds it with a second.
It's a little too tough going straight into storage right now because they had... Keep on saying the cafe is the most important thing. Fried cannot really open that up. They're not willing to go all the way into the A side. It's too risky. B side straight. You take those grenades. So there's still taking the slow one man down for Art of Execution. Can be the first half ending round if Signature.PB takes it. So taking it slowly. A lot of grenades were already thrown, so they just have to choose one. Time's ticking down. 1:30 left now. Tossing out a lot, and then switching into the A site.
See, all that coordination with the grenades, not really going to be netting them any kills, but Madra does get tanked up down to about half HP here on the push, but still going to be free. Eliminated.
Fake grenades, and they move all the
Slow
way
down a man here. Madra manages to find one. Aggressive gets another. So 4v2. With Yatagan down to about half HP, 52 remaining. Madra just going to be playing forward here on the corner with that sniper out. Needs to be quick on the trigger to get the shot. Pushes around, and there you go, straight to the midsection. Takes him down, and now knows that there's just one more, but he's not going to get an opportunity to take that shot. His teammate is there to back him up. 5-1 for the first half. Signature.PB looking strong here on Midtown.
They lost stronger than before on the stage. In Art of Execution, they couldn't really bring down their own attack. I think they were trapped in their own positions, where it was not really letting Fried to go anywhere further. I think they had way too much trust, and as he is a very good player, and he did pretty good from what I know from the second stage tonight, but he wasn't really opening up the shots. He's supposed to cut down at least one, and then make it a 5v4 pushing towards the other side. They really didn't have any other strategy like the rifles, just straight up going for it, and then Fried just following it up or cutting the reinforcements that was coming down from the other side. I think that may need to change in the blue side, but we'll see what happens with Signature, because Signature will be on that red now.
Here we go, flipping over straight back in for the second round. Caspian just waiting to line up this frag grenade. That's it, rip. No kills to be found.
It's hard to push out, so they would slowly work towards it. If they find the kill with the grenade, that is the best. He can certainly swap really well. He's going towards it. Red staging area below it, a alleyway here. Trying to spot if anyone comes down. The reason why they don't really go down, if they get caught, there's no backing up route. Or like the backup from the opponent, it's going to be really hard to actually stay alive.
Gentle playing a bit further forward here. And scout out, doesn't really spot anybody. Wants to peel away, keep himself safe. This works fine for Art of Execution. They know that Signature has to come to them. They can play this as slowly as possible, try to drain down that clock. Already a minute gonna be gone. There's a couple more nades get let loose. Still not gonna be finding any picks. Freed releasing one of his own as well, not gonna be getting any damage.
Having this control on the Cafe first kill.
Yeah, finally finds one. Carmel, first one to die. Aggressive now, getting tagged up quite a bit. Falls down to 1 HP remaining. Does manage to escape here with his life, but barely so. Takes some heroic antics from him to convert this 1 HP into any kills here for his squad. Maybe he could get into a good flank position. Grenades, lining up a couple members in general. Actually will get taken down by Madra.
That will follow up. They're straight going into the east side.
West playing away. Does get taken down. Caspian finds the shot. Freed, able to get rid of Caspian, but aggressive with that 1 HP does answer back. He's still going to be alive. He's still contributing here for his squad. Now it's technically a 3-2 advantage. The bomb is going to get planted.
Yeah, keeping this one out of the cafe and then out of the back alley. That's the important one. And they go down 2-1.
Right, and almost would have been able to make that work if he had gotten through Hudshu. That 1 HP is all he would have had to worry about, but that is just going to be the round to pick up going through over to Signature.
And aggressive, nicely positioned, actually off the angle because he was actually really low. Trying to get the bait and they go in straight. This is what I wanted. And Signature.PB just breaking through the cafe.
Yeah,
losing a lot.
All out on both sides here, but it's going to be Art of Execution left with only 2 members remaining. Isaac dangerously low, does manage to find Madra, making a 2-for-2. Wrapper on the back, aggressive, trying to get the kill, but he wasn't able to finish him off. Pushes back through, he does finish him down. Now it's just going to be right in the nade, flying out. Will not find the pick off. A 1v2 scenario here, aggressive down to half HP, and Carmel going for that plant, but there you go. The finishing shot will come in. And they pick up that victory.
And with that second game won, they will have all the points that they need to, of course, they had enough, but they will be securing the first place. Actually, from Group B, nicely done out of execution. They can still continue the game. Let's see what happens as we will have Midtown in this one, but maybe the future map is going to be the same. They have to try all the strategies, see which one works better. Calamel finding the first one.
Gentle, but fire back there, gets rid of Caspian. Couple members on the side of Signature.PB getting tagged up quite a bit. Art of Execution just trying to maintain the control here. Smoke's gonna be coming down, Freed, looking for an angle to snipe from. Barely has any view, but he still managed to get that shot. Taking down Carmel, very nice opening from him. Getting that advantage over to his squad, and now Gentle comes up with another kill there onto aggressive. 2v4 situation.
Goes through the tiniest angle and gets one sniped. AoeXe 4-2, so still putting one down. Last one.
Gonna get taken down. Madra looking for that shot. Ooh, 1 HP remaining for him. And there you go. The final shot from Freed will be able to get that kill to pick up that victory.
Well, if you don't have a sniper gun, if you can just use the pistol like a sniping gun and get that headshot. And that's the powerful move. And the reason why the cafe is just the best thing. You can just shoot through all the way to the B side, near the A side, putting all the backups. You can snipe like that with the pistol. Just
Just another one of those situations where it's a little bittersweet for Art of Execution, getting that win just 1 round too late to really keep the hopes alive of finding that draw.
Because it was close.
Now it's just time to use these remaining rounds as some extra practice to get yourself pumped, yourself ready for those knockout games tomorrow.
There's that smoke, so just keep firing, see what's happening, and maybe you'll do some damage. You're not gonna find it. He's gonna fall. The 3D snipes all the way out into the alleyway.
Pistol or rifle Freed, seeming to find the shots. More smoke's gonna be thrown down on this approach.
Yeah, Raiden knows that there are a lot coming in, but he gets taken down immediately.
Yep, still gonna get a headshot there. Madra able to find that kill. Push over here onto the point. Got now gonna get taken down. Caspian coming up with 2 back-to-back kills as Gentle will be joining his teammate in the grave. And now it's just going to be AoeXe and Freed left alive, but as I say that, AoeXe will get taken down, and Freed has a sliver of HP, sniping out as best as he can, waiting for somebody to poke forward, but they're not taking the bait. They know they have the bomb planted. They have plenty of things to hide behind.
And they know exactly that he's coming from the cafe to the alleyway because he's got a sniper up. And they're not really going to show themselves too much.
Not able to find it now, just going to be pushing forward here onto the low ground, trying to find a wrap around there onto Caspian. But Madra will go ahead and poke out, gets that headshot.
Mission
Just finalize
success.
that round.
And that's going to be the fourth round of the second half, going to Signature.PB. They only need 2 more to finish the match and close this one out against Art of Execution.
Would be double 5-1s if they can do it, which is more dominant than we were anticipating. I mean, some of these rounds are really on a razor's edge. So Art of Execution certainly putting him a fight, but here we go.
Old trade, touch you with the again. Takes 2 down, another one.
Gentle able to find that. Aggressive gets a headshot, but does get taken down. Gentle doing so much work here for his squad, but will get cut down by Madra in the end, who then will get finished off by Freed with that final snipe.
Mission fail.
Art of Execution is finally scoring a few more rounds to have that down in Midtown. And what they were not able to do in red side, they're clearly doing a little better things in the blue side because they have all the snipes. Seems like the shots are landing a little bit better for the second half. Signature.PB trying to delay and going a little slow because they have been up tempo for the last few rounds. Waiting for that overnade. Possible information from the snipes.
Fire in the hole!
Can be a good help.
Coming down, Madra slipped his way in there just a little bit before, but Raiden was waiting for him. Suddenly gets that headshot.
Just going slowly alone into B storage. You think you're safe because the opponent just threw the smoke for you, but if there are 2 in there, you're in trouble.
Yep, not safe at all. Wasn't prepared. Couldn't get that shot off fast enough. Gentle just playing forward, inviting somebody else to try to walk through that smoke. Frag grenade going to be tossed in behind him, angling one off the door frame, looking for a pick. It's a little bit of damage there. On a Caramel, who's also getting tagged up, and Freed managed to find the snipe.
Freed actually pushing very far into the map, and still pushing into the cafe, but reinforcements coming already. Good backup.
Machu finds one, Aggressive finds another. AoeXe now going to get taken down. Pushing through onto the low ground, looks high, finds a wrap around there, and Yatagan will get taken down. Aggressive getting rid of Raiden. Now Freed is going to be the last one alive here for Art of Execution. As Signature.PB tries to advance to 4-round wins here in the second half. They already have that victory on lock. They already have that first place, but they want to go out with the best record humanly possible here.
And then gets another install. That's the kill. And another round going for Signature.PB as they will continue to just get that one win with the not just blue, continuing with that red side. They want to finish that with that number 5.
Yep, double 5-1 still online for them. Grenades coming out from Signature. All over the place, and that's going to be the opening frag coming through as Gentle will get taken down. But everyone AoeXe, and now he's got the shot to follow up. Carmile failed. All going to be taken down here. Madra as well going to be falling. Now it's going to be a 4-for-2 situation in favor of Art of Execution as they try to extend this second half. Not going out without a fight. Tooth and nail at every twist and turn to try to shut down Signature.PB.
The reason why they don't really run straight into the A alleyway, it's almost like a choke point. One grenade can actually get 2 to 3 kills if they're lined up. And that was exactly the move. Freedy just sniping one more target out. Hutchus out of the game.
And now Aggressive. 1v4 for the clutch to try to close this out would be one of the most impressive things that we've seen here today.
Aggressive does have 9 kills in total.
He has been out of control here throughout the day, pushing forward, finds the one, getting pinched on. Just trying to kite around this pillar. Makes up Yatagan a little bit here. Has to swap over to the pistol, but will get cut down. Yatagan able to go ahead and find that kill in the end.
Fail.
Extending this further just a little bit more. Really making Signature, making the Thai squad fight for this victory.
Art of Execution taking a few more rounds. Down to 4-3. One more round for Signature.PB will end the match. As that's coming down soon. That was a close shot from both.
Freed does find it. Aggressive going to be one of the first ones eliminated. One of the most dangerous members of Signature that you could get rid of this early on in the round. Not even 30 seconds through. So execution looking good to maybe extend this tie it up to 4-4.
You'd love to just go in, but because you've been losing some rounds, and good defense by Blue. Great backup coming down from the main cafe area. Maybe it's a good idea to actually have a split one. See which side works a little bit better for Signature.PB.
Just trying to go some pot shots here, hoping that somebody will be in his line of fire, but to no avail. Not going to be getting any pickups. There's Madra pushing forward, looking for somebody to take down.
Slowly into the cafe, that's what they want. As Gentle has positioned himself perfectly on the stairs. Then he can go for the backup onto the other side, immediately just going by back. It's a big risk just going into that door. That's why you don't really see too much pressure. This map for Red is a really hard one to push out.
Now, over halfway through the round, Signature gonna have to pull the trigger on something here. Try to get their way in onto a point. Get that bomb planted. Yatagan pushing forward. Shoot's gonna spot him out.
Throws everything to the A storage, but actually goes into the B storage straight up. Yatagan's
Nate's zoning them back. They push around the corner through all the explosions, and they manage to find the kills there. Yatagan and Raiden both gonna be taken down now. Gentle gonna be joining them. Two remaining members, Freed and AoeXe, trying to defend, trying to extend this.
Plan is
final
coming,
round.
but they are already here, so it's sort of possible to defend, but that's already one man down and Freed the last one from the cafe, looking towards the side.
He has been in this position
team
so many
win.
times, but this time not going to be able to get any kills. So there you go, 5-3 in the end on the back of the 5-1 start. Signature.PB. They pick up the victory here over Art of Execution. They have locked in that first place spot from Group B, which means that all of our matches are scheduled for tomorrow has fallen into place.
Yes, and that's going to be the first place determining match done with the result of Signature.PB going up as the first place from Group B, and also we'll have RRQ Endeavor from Group A. So we already have all the teams coming out from Group A and B. What a great action of Point Blank here. The first day, 6 matches already, and we have a lot of the maps. Basically every single map except for Blow City has been played on the main stage tonight.
Yeah, we had almost all of them, but we lacked that one. But you know, there's still chances for tomorrow when the map drafting comes through. These teams are going to be able to draft and play on, you know, their picks, trying to get as many advantages as humanly possible rather than the random seeding from the map draw that we had last week. So should be leveling up the level of competition even further tomorrow when we really get those prizes, that trophy on the line.
Exactly. When they play on the maps that they feel comfortable, they can have much better strategies, but here comes the result.
It reigned true. The left side won every single match on the main stage.
Looks like a pattern to me. Yes. Well, all the blues on the left side for the main stage,
But
and it's the second stage.
It almost happened, but Pantorlan was able to get the victory there against Team Rush SKR. So, not going to be full right side victories coming through from that second stage.
It was actually the final one. Pantalon was 5-0, 5-1. So that was the one difference there, taking the final game from the group A, the other side. But here's the standings after all the results of what happened in day number 1. RRQ Endeavor taking the first place with 3 wins, 9 points. Now look at that win rates in rounds, 70%. That's pretty high.
Yeah, pretty darn good. Picking up every single match there. And unfortunate for World Judge Esports Club, you know, I thought that maybe after that very close initial series that we had at the start of the day versus RRQ, they'd be able to find some more success, but unfortunately for them and for T-Rush, they will be moving out without any wins here on the day. Signature.PB, our first place squad with 83% map round win rate there. Fantastically done for them, the highest that we've had on the day. And then Art of Execution coming in that second place spot.
It was an Art of Execution a little short on the last match, but they were still able to pull out some great games inside. They will, though, be moving on to the next day. Pantolan Esports also 3rd place, so this will be their last place. We'll have all the matches coming up. This, what you see on the screen, we'll have exactly that tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much going to be starting at the same time, about 10 minutes later, I suppose, 12:50 p.m. Korean Standard Time. Back here at the Seoul East Stadium, just going to be nothing but main stage from here on out. RRQ versus Art of Execution for that rematch, and then Signature.PB versus Juventus. Both of these matches, it's a bit of a coin flip for me. I don't really know if you could cut it either way. Maybe Signature.PB a little bit edged out above Juventus after this performance that they had over the Russians, but it still could just turn on a dime. You know, all of these teams have performed fantastically here today. There's always a chance that you get clipped by that frag grenade, and suddenly the round doesn't go your way. You get the wins from there. You start snowballing that success, and you're able to take it in the end and advance to that grand final. So. I'm not a betting man, and even if I was, I think that I would have to stray away from this one because it's just a little too tight-knit for me to put money on the line.
It is a very tight. First of all, we have the rematch of the last PBIC finals from 2017. That's going to be the first match, and then the other two, Signature.PB and also Juventus. Really strong two teams going against each other. So whoever wins from those matches, of course, advancing to the finals, and we'll have the champion tomorrow as well with all the final matches going around straight up semis and to the finals and to the trophy ceremony. That's going to be done with that day number 2 coming up very soon, just in a day.
Yeah, just not even 24 hours from now, we'll be right back here in the stadium, diving into the action again for some best of 3s, for some map drafting to see who is going to be the 2018 champion. But already fantastic here on the first day. And an interesting little nugget is RQ very well could get their wish. They wanted to play against Brazil and take them down. Able to do so. They want to face against Thailand in that grand final, and that certainly could happen if Thailand can take down Juventus. They could, manage to do that if they could win that rematch versus Art of Execution. They might just get their wish and have that Indonesian versus Thailand final.
Yeah, exactly. We had a lot of the matches, and I think we have the favorite that's coming out, but it seems like with that music cue, that's going to do it for day number 1. We had 6 matches, but a lot more exciting matches coming at you guys tomorrow. Starting from the semifinals straight to the finals. That's going to be day number 2. My name's G. Clef. Helping me is Achilles. That's going to do it for day number 1, and we will see you guys with day 2 action of PBIC 2018.